Welcome back for another episode of the Best Turbo Selection Series for the Focus ST. So today we're going to be talking about the GTX Gen 2 3071. So here is the ATP spec sheet, part number for the turbo kit. That's their MSRP right there. You got the 0.82 AR housing or the 0.63. So this is an internally wastegated turbo. Here is the compressor wheel and turbine wheel specs right there. Here is also the compressor map. The GTX 3071r Gen 2 is going to have more flow capability than the G25-550 in comparison. It's definitely not going to outspool the 25-550, not even close. So here is your AR options again in comparison. Your spool times. So the GTX 3071, it reaches 20 psi around 3600, 25 at 4000, 30 psi at 4500. Your spool range, so it starts around 2200 and it will reach usually peak psi around 35 or more. Now the difference in ARs is going to vary in spool for about 300 or 400 RPM. So the 0.63 AR is definitely going to be the best option if you're looking for a better spool. The 0.82 is going to be the best option if you want to maximize the efficiency of this turbo and you plan on building the engine. The 3071 Gen 2 is more of a highway turbo, not so much a street daily turbo, but you can still daily drive it. It's just not going to have the spool response. But the 550 is perfect for daily driving, city driving, because it's going to have that instant response, almost like a stock turbo or a 2867 Gen 2. 3071 is just going to be better for roll racing on the highway and for higher RPMs. So it's going to require the basic bolt-ons, just like everything else in this list. It's going to require an upgraded downpipe, a very efficient front mount intercooler like the ESP Elliott Specialized Performance intercooler. That's still plenty enough for this turbo, especially if you're a stock engine, because you're not pushing it past the 450 wheel mark where you're going to lose your efficiency or your reliability for your stock motor. And then past 450 you're kind of on the edge of blowing a rod through the bottom end. Intake upgrade is definitely needed, and an exhaust upgrade as well. You definitely want the 3-inch exhaust to make sure that your turbo flows the most efficiently and doesn't build up back pressure. Intake, you can still have the stock air box, just make sure you upgrade to the drop-in dry flow AM filter or a 3-inch intake tube. If you don't want to keep the stock air box, I highly recommend the AFE intake kit. So the horsepower efficiency for this turbo is going to be around 400 to 415 wheel horsepower. That's going to be the sweet spot for not pushing a lot of boost and creating a lot of heat and back pressure. Your max horsepower is going to be around 500 to 510 with the supporting mods, meaning you got to have the built engine. You're going to have probably some stage 2 cams of some sort of cams to help the flow. And you're going to have some E85 with a 4-port aux fuel kit or upgraded high pressure fuel pump system. So the price for ESP, $2,020. ATP's website is $2,700. The real only upgrade that you can do for this turbo is upgrading the arc enemy manifold and replacing the ATP manifold that would come with this kit. The arc enemy manifold is definitely going to be the way to go. It's an internal wastegated version, so it's going to help provide less back pressure, less turbulence, and better flow and optimize the efficiency of the 3071. So I haven't covered the BNR series turbos, the 2867 BNR Gen 2 or the 3071, just because those turbos are not as common. But yes, they do deserve to be on this board. So I may end up doing them on the other side of this, as well as the other G series turbos and a couple EFR turbos. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Make sure to check out these other videos and playlists and these corners.